Happiness is a wonderful, fleeting emotion. Learn to make every one of your happy moments count. My name is Robert Rio, and this is the Happy Moments Podcast. Every Monday and Friday, I bring you a brief, to-the-point episode, not only about how to find more happy moments, but to make those happy moments count. Be sure to visit my website at happymomentspodcast.com to get all of the podcast episodes and to sign up to get all of the new episodes directly in your inbox. Now let's get to today's episode. Hey team, today I'm going to talk about waking up. And I don't mean waking up every morning from bed, getting out of bed, opening your eyes, brushing your teeth, everything like that. I'm going to talk about waking up from a rut. We all get into ruts. We all get into what I like to call the swamp, the quicksand. Every day is just the same. It becomes routine. And I mean, I can vouch for this because I was just in a rut. I was in a rut for like 2 weeks straight, and I just finally got out of it the other day. And it's the best feeling in the world when you can get yourself out of these ruts. And it's not uncommon. It's really not. It's not abnormal. You're not out of the ordinary if you feel like you're stuck in a rut. So don't think that you're weird or strange if you just feel like you're not going anywhere, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut. One of the main things, though, is figuring out that you are stuck in a rut. You have to recognize that you are stuck in a rut. And a way to do that is you just don't feel excited about things that you used to. I mean, when I was in this rut for the past 2 weeks, it's just I wasn't excited about things that I used to be excited about. It just felt like I was just going through the motions. I was just kind of treading water. And you don't really notice you're stuck at first. I mean, you just kind of feel like just this dull feeling. And it kind of builds slowly. Doesn't really hit you all at once. You just kind of feel like you're going through a routine, and you feel less and less like you're actually working towards something. And that's the way I felt. It just feels like things may not be worth it anymore. Just you're not working toward a goal anymore. You're not working toward anything. There's no end to what you're doing anymore. And the day-to-day just seems routine, and it seems the same, and it seems like it's not really getting you anywhere anymore. And you may even have trouble remembering what day it is. I mean, throughout the week, it's like, is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? I don't know. They all seem the same to you. And you kind of find yourself feeling like you just want to get through the day. You just want to make it through the day because every day feels the same to you. You just want to get through that day. You want to get to the end of the day. But then when you get to the end of the day, you realize that the next day is going to be exactly the same. So why bother? And you just lose your inspiration. You lose your motivation. You lose your creativity. And that's what I was finding. So I wanted to do an episode on ways that you can wake yourself up, ways you can get out of these ruts. And, it's just, I was feeling unmotivated. I was feeling uninspired, like I said. So this is what I decided to do. I decided to figure out why I was in this rut. Because that's the first thing that I always try to figure out. What is the root cause? What is the source of why I'm feeling this way? It goes back to all the episodes I've done so far. You need to ask yourself questions. So what is the reason that I'm in this rut? And, you may not know. You can't just ask yourself, well, why am I in this rut? And an answer is going to come to you right away. You got to figure out what's causing you to feel this way. I mean, is it your spouse? Is it, your family? Is it your job? Is it your friends? Is it finances? What is it? And the other thing is, don't criticize yourself. You're in this rut, but the first thing we tend to do is criticize ourselves, get down on ourselves, and blame ourselves for being in this rut. Blame ourselves for the reason that we're feeling the way we do. And we also can't make our feelings trivial. You also can't say, well, I don't really deserve to feel the way I feel. I mean, can't let people trivialize our feelings and say, well, you shouldn't feel that way. You have a great life. You have great friends. You have a great family. You deserve to feel however you feel. Being in a rut simply means you are not satisfied with something in your life. at that particular moment. And the key is to find the cause of that and to fix it. There is something going on that's making you feel that way. You need to find the cause of it and fix it. So how do you get out of this rut? There's no silver bullet for getting out of a rut for everybody. But once you find the root cause, and mine had a lot of issues to it, but once you find the root cause, you need to go straight at it. You need to go straight at that root cause. You need to fix it or accept it. If you can't fix it, you need to accept it and you need to move on. Say it's finances. You either need to develop a plan to fix your finances, or you need to accept the fact that your finances are the way they are, and then you need to move on. If it's romance, if it's your spouse, you need to fix your relationship, get out of your relationship, or accept that that's the way your relationship is and move on. Those are really your choices. Other choices, if it's a rut, you're going to find so many podcasts, so many articles, so many bits of information around that say, okay, well, change your routine, boost your motivation, do all this, do all that. That is fantastic. I preach that. I say go do it, because you still have to do that on a daily basis. Do that every day. That's not just for when you're in a rut. Do that every day. That's why I'm not going to say that's going to get you out of a rut. That should be done every day. So that's not my advice to you to get out of a rut. Getting out of a rut involves two choices. It involves change or it involves acceptance. And those are the only two choices you have. Again, you either change the situation that you are in, or you accept the situation that you are in, and you move on. But you need to make a conscious decision to do one or the other. If you continue the way you are in this rut, it only gets worse. And your emotions and your feelings will only get worse. You need to make a conscious decision and stick with it. You need to change or accept. And when I say change, this may not be a change that is instantaneous. This may be a change that takes years to make. But as long as you have a plan in place, that is going to mentally put you in such a better place than where you are in this rut. You are going to have a plan in place that is going to set you up for success, instead of being in a rut and constantly thinking about whatever it is that's bothering you. And if you choose to accept it, then you need to stick with that. But I would rather change it than accept it if it makes you feel that way. Again, I love to hear from you. I love to hear from my team. Let me know what you think. Please get in touch with me. Please leave comments. Please. It helps me so much to hear what you guys are thinking, and it helps me create episodes that you want to listen to. So please share your thoughts with me. Can't believe we made it through another great episode of Happy Moments Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and will visit happymomentspodcast.com to listen to all of the previous episodes, as well as sign up to receive any new episodes directly to your inbox. You can also share your own happy moments with me on the site. Also check out the Happy Moments Facebook group to learn more and share more information with other listeners. Follow me on all social media at Happy Moments Podcast and Happy Moments Pod. And until next episode, remember that happiness is a wonderful, fleeting emotion. So make every happy moment count.